So welcome back, everyone. My next guests have both been with me before. I have with me Shelley and Ian Grandidge, and they are with Grandidge Group Insurance, but also, I have to say, Southwest Health Options. So welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and what you do.
Okay, so I guess ladies first, huh?
Yeah, sure.
I like it like that.
Yeah. I have 20 years. I'm Shelley Grandidge. I have 20 years in the insurance industry and I'm licensed to do lots of things, but my focus for many years has been on Medicare. I'm a Medicare specialist and under 65 individual and small group health insurance, which is quite a challenging market, as well as dental insurance.
And how about you?
Yes, I'm from Yorkshire in England.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you pick up the accent already. Shelley and I have been married for 14 years. We celebrated our wedding anniversary last week. And for the 14 years that I've been here in the United States, I've been involved in the insurance industry. Shelley was an insurance agent when I came across. So once I got here, I studied, got my license, and I've been running my own independent insurance brokerage now for the past 14 years.
So you have you're an independent brokerage insurance group, but you live together.
So, we're married, yes. We live together, yes.
You're married, and so that's what you talk about all the time.
Yes,
right.
we're a husband and wife team, and
Yeah.
occasionally we do speak to each other.
But each do individual things, though.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Shelley, I want to talk to you because before you came on the show, one of the things that you said is a lot of people put things off.
Yes.
And you're getting a lot of calls now from people who have put off the Medicare, I don't know what it was that he put off, but you said, and I'm sitting here trying to help him.
Yeah, Friday. So Friday, of course, was the last day of July, and I had 3 different calls. It was just such a frustrating day of people who either needed health insurance by Saturday, August 1st, or Medicare. And these things take time. On the under 65 health insurance, a lot of plans are fully medically underwritten, which means I have to ask health questions, they need to clean your medical records. You're just not going to get that done. It takes a couple of weeks. And with Medicare, there can be so many issues. For example, now I have a client, that one of those gentlemen, Medicare is asking that he send in his birth certificate to Medicare because there's a mismatch in their system between him and Medicare. Well, if you miss your Medicare enrollment, your birthday month, by even a day, you go 2 months with no Medicare. If you miss it by another month, you go 3 months with no Medicare. So it's really quite a problem, and things are taking longer in this COVID world.
I bet. And here's the thing, though, when you work with people, your service, is it a free service to the families? How does that work?
Yes, and I really do a lot for them. I can get them enrolled with their online, my Social Security account, enroll them online for Medicare, again, assuming that we don't have some mismatch in the government database. I help them with all of the supplements, Medicare supplement, cancer supplement, drug plan, dental and vision plan. So I really layer all of that in for them. And even to the extent on the way here, I got a call from a new to Medicare gentleman that was in the doctor's office for his first visit since Medicare, and he wasn't quite sure what to give the doctor. So I can advise them, you give him this card and you give him this card and tell the doctor this is how you file it.
Well, I think that's neat. So you not only just help them with their plans, but they can also call and talk to you, God forbid, like this. Here I am, I don't know what to do, and you will actually hold their hands through that.
Yep.
That's really neat. Not everybody does all of that. Now, when I give out your information, do you want me to give out yours more, or does it matter?
It doesn't really matter. You
Okay.
can reach me either place.
Okay, so let me give out the information for this one right now, which is her phone number 623-570-1009. I know when we call, I know when I call that you have an answer that comes on, so they can get to either one of you. Ian, on your side of what you do, where do you kind of land in there? Oh, either way?
Yeah, well, what Shelley and I generally say to people is that Shelley will take care of your body and I will take care of your stuff. So, we don't overlap other than sharing customers, which is really good for customers because they then just have one point of contact. And as you said, the telephone system is set up where you can go directly through to one of our insurance companies. We have a gold service with one of them. You can go directly to Shelley, or you can go directly to me. If you just want to leave a message for us because of time, you can do that. So you have the 4 options, and I think that's one of the nice things about our particular agency, is that you always deal with us. It's personal. We get to know you, you get to know us as well. So for people who like that kind of relationship, then Shelley and I, we try to do our very, very best for you. Quite often we'll say to our customers, is just treat us as if we're an attorney on a monthly retainer. If you have a policy with us, we will answer any questions you have on insurance. Just come to us, and generally we can find the answer. If we can't find the answer, we'll certainly research it and we'll get back to you. So I look at the stuff side, if you like, generally called property and casualty, mainly your home insurance, your car insurance, your toys, your RVs, motorcycles, and we also do commercial business insurance, workers' compensation. We have access to all the major companies.
And you mentioned gold membership. When you just sort of easily you kind of said that, snuck that in there. But I want to talk about that, because what is that? Everybody might have heard that right just now. So what is that?
It's just one of my insurance companies provide that as an extra service. It's with Safeco Insurance, and if I subscribe to their gold service, it gives all of my clients 24/7 access to customer service 365 days a year. So if there is anything urgent or anything out of hours at a peculiar time and people need help there and then, with that gold service they can access it.
That number to call him direct. Well, you can call him at either place. I'm just going to go out with this one now. Okay, it's a little bit easier to. The number is 623-444-2478. The website is Grandidge, and I'm going to spell it out. Okay, GRANDIDGE -group.com. And when people start working with you, okay, obviously right now, big time, what is going on with this COVID and let's say Medicare or even healthcare? Some people might have even gotten it. I know someone who just found out that they had it. They didn't even know they had it.
Yeah, it can affect. Just a quick little story. One of my colleagues, family of 3, husband and wife are in their 50s, as am I, and they have a daughter that lives with them in her 20s. All right, so dad, no symptoms whatsoever. Mom, super sick, in bed for weeks, and daughter, only mildly ill. And the only way for sure they knew that they had it was that their daughter works in the medical profession, and so she's tested every day.
Well, so what is going on with that world right now, with your world in healthcare? A lot of people are worried. What's going to happen with my healthcare? What about Medicare? How does that affect them?
So COVID's covered just like any other illness would be. Antibody testing is also covered, so that shouldn't be a concern. I have people that are on some of my plans calling me or emailing me to say, is that covered? I've had the antibody test done myself. So again, no worries, no concerns. It's just not a good time to be without health insurance, because if you do end up being hospitalized or, God forbid, on a ventilator, you need to make sure you're covered.
Sure. And I think that's the main thing. Right now, a lot of people are sitting being scared, but be proactive and make sure. The Medicare world is going to be buzzing soon.
Oh, well, and I work all year round,
Right.
because people are aging into the system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every day of every month of every year. So I tell people this: if you're already of Medicare age and you have a supplement, please call me for maybe a second opinion to make sure you're on the best plan for yourself. You're with the best company that suits your needs, and that can be done any time. Those people don't have an open enrollment. However, if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, which is the more HMO style, I can help you starting in October, because those companies will keep you in the contract for all year. So yeah, getting ready to be a super busy time of year.
It is going to be, but you don't want to wait. And we've been somebody else was we were talking about it just earlier. A lot of people wait. You're procrastinators. We know you are. Please don't be.
Give me 3 months. Yes, please give the government 3 months, because even the Social Security Administration, the Medicare folks, they aren't back in the office. They're all working from home, and everything is taking longer. So the 3 that called me last week, are going to be without coverage, maybe for months.
That's really scary. You don't want to do that. The phone number to call is 623-444-2478. Grandidge, Grandidge -group.com. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, I want to talk further because there's a lot of different things, new laws that they might need to know about. I want to talk about medicine because a lot of people are worried about that more than anything. And then, of course, with their property, they need to get their stuff taken care of as well. Check them out on their website. Did you want to say something? The website is Grandidge, Grandidge, -group.com. Their phone number to call, it is area code 623-444-2478. Hang tight, we'll be back in just a minute.
I was just going to grab some water.
So, smooth ride.
Yes,
Smooth
yeah.
ride. Are you happy?
Easy? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, good.
Yeah, I was on this morning too, because Wednesday's my money radio.
Oh, I think they told me that, yeah. The guy that, on earlier, he was on also I think he's not on there anymore, Money Radio. Solar Sandy's on Money Radio, she's been on, she started with me 6 years ago, she still does my show.
That's great.
Yeah, I have a lot of people that have been on, so like I said, I think I might have told you, the longest running guest is 10 years. And I don't have one, I mean, I have a lot of them been on.
One of my colleagues, Brian Blair, said he was on your show.
Okay, and that's easy to say, but what company?
Physicians Mutual, he does Medicare.
A long time ago though, Brian Blair.
Yeah, he's there a few months ago. I got his text because he saw me on their
Brian
Facebook,
Blair,
and he goes,
Brian Blair.
he
I
said,
gotta look it up.
he said, yeah, I was just on Carol's show a few months ago.
I'll have to look that up. I don't
Yeah.
remember, because I have so many people, but
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Well, of course, Medicare people like to come on, because of the audience that we have
Yeah.
is probably very similar to what you have. I gotta go back and look and see, it's very hard for me
Yes.
because I've talked to so many people, yeah, that's awesome.
You good, husband?
Yeah, I just wanted to come in there, maybe just say when we come back in terms of planning ahead. On the property and casualty side, a lot of companies will give you an advance quote discount. So for example, if you call today for a quote or a policy that's going to be put in place 15 days in the future, they will give you a discount for planning ahead.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
And that is one of the things that does help with insurance companies, because basically what they're saying is, if you plan your insurances, you're likely to plan your life a little bit better as well, therefore plan your journeys, and you're not rushing around so much, therefore don't get into as much fast driving and accidents.
Sure.
There's a consequential knock-on effect of how you plan and organise yourself and the way you drive. If you're always a last-minute person, you could be driving a little bit too quick, too fast, and too often hitting those red lights at the highest speed.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Plus, I did want to talk a little bit about, one thing that you said the last time that I remembered about you that made you very different is how you take care of your clients, and that something about to the effect of, you want to make sure that people that they get everything that they need, that you kind of dock your eyes. Something to that effect that you mentioned.
Yeah.
That not all people are all the same.
Yeah,
Something like that.
what I was again, I mean, there's a few things I like to say to clients is, it's really important that you, me, insurance company, all three of us are on the same page.
I'm gonna
So
let
that
you
when
say that on
something
air.
happens,
Yeah.
when
I'm
something
gonna let you
happens.
say what you want to say on air,
Yeah.
because I can't listen
Yes.
anymore. I gotta do
Yeah,
my show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do your show.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
So your ads are running, and how I have my ad right now, it's A, B, A, B. We have a C one going too. We have that third one, which I think I just sent to you, but I
Yes.
didn't hear back from you on it, so.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Okay.
I wrote commercials for us.
Hmm? Oh, you did? Oh, well, thanks. Thank you.
So welcome back, everyone. And we're talking with Shelley and Ian Grandidge, and they are with Grandidge Group Insurance. And we've been talking a little bit at the break, and one of the things that you wanted to get out is kind of what you like to talk about with your clients when you first meet them. Go ahead.
Yes, absolutely. One of the things that we like is if people are planning in advance, not, as Shelley said earlier on, we need insurance tomorrow. If you can give me a couple of weeks' notice, one, it gives us more time to research, and it also gives you, as a customer, a better discount. The reason for that is the insurance companies say that if you plan yourself and you plan your time ahead, you manage your time, you're probably more likely then to plan your journeys in your vehicle better as well, and perhaps just be that little bit better driving because you're not rushed, you're not late for appointments. So planning ahead is really important, and the most important thing of all, it can help to save you money. The other things as well is that I always like to spend time talking to my clients first. I always have a little saying here, 15 minutes can ruin your life. It's not possible to do this job properly in 15 minutes. You need to understand your client, you need to understand what their needs and wants are as a customer. Because at the end of the day, you, as the agent, your customer and the insurance company, once we do business, we all need to be on the same page. People get upset when a claim happens and they are not covered and they believed that they were. So all those things we like to try and get out up front about what is important to you, what do you need to be covered for, and make sure that that is taken care of and we cover it in the policy that we issue.
Now, it's a free service to the families that are listening, the people out there, so it's easy. You can have a conversation with them. That, what you said, goes along with Medicare big time as well.
Yeah, well, and to Ian's point, what's kind of neat, especially on the, well, really at any of it, the under 65 and the Medicare, is everyone's different. What Carol wants and what Shelley wants out of her health plan may be entirely different. I had a really interesting conversation with a business owner and his wife last night. He's 60, she's 52, and they still have a 19-year-old at home. And they only want catastrophic. That's all they want. Now, on the other hand, I've got people that call me every day and I want every bell and whistle. Well, if I'm just throwing a quote out there, I don't know that. Again, to Ian's point, until you've really spoken with the customer or the client, you understand what is most important to them. And yes, Medicare is exactly the same way. There's every level of coverage. There are 41 different drug plans that are contracted in Arizona, and that's a huge area of concern for some people, Carol, is their drug coverage. And it does take some time and research and planning to get it right.
I'll tell you, I think it's really important. It's not just what they want, but what they need, and I don't think people know what they need. I think a lot of people go and they ask their neighbors, right?
Oh.
They'll ask their she made a face. We're live on Facebook. Everybody just saw that out there. Yeah, I mean, but it's true. I've seen, my ex-husband did that, where he was asking somebody, and I was saying to him, why are you asking him? Because they don't know what they're talking about. What might be right for them may not be right for you.
So one of my ladies her Medicare will be delayed. She's a teacher who's chosen not to go back into the classroom, and she just turned 65. Her son, not an insurance agent, said he had researched it, and he told her she did not need that Medicare Part B. Well, Medicare Part B is your outpatient, yes, but it's also all of your doctor's visits, including those that you receive in the hospital. So now you have coverage only, she has coverage only at the moment, for being in the hospital, but not for the surgeon.
No, I mean, and I think that's really important. Also, another thing that came to my mind too was a lot of people also will call what they see on television, right?
Yeah.
Because they resonate with that, let's say, actor that's standing there, and they call there too. The difference between calling an 800 number and, of course, someone like you.
So, and I tell people that all the time, and so does Ian, we hope that you find value in having an agent, because we are the people that you can call anytime, really, or you can email me or text me. I'll answer you on the weekend. And we tell our clients, look, tell us everything, don't hold it back, and we will guide you through the process. And if you care about that relationship, we would love to take care of you. But otherwise, you're going to be calling an 800 number and getting Joe Schmo, a different one, every time you call, and they don't know anything about you.
Right. I think it's really important to have somebody get to know you and what your needs are. And your needs are going to change. They don't change. Oh my God, I can't tell you how many medicines I'm already on. I just turned 62. What the heck happened? And I know the older you get, the more there is, right? And it's expensive, and you need to be covered correctly, right?
Yeah.
And you had said too that before, I think it was the last time that you are, when you work with certain people, you said it today, you want to make sure that you're working with somebody that's going to make sure that you're covered, not just covered, but covered correctly.
Absolutely. It's the integrity behind what you do. Those adverts that you see on the TV and particularly the internet where you see these incredible deals or remarkable opportunity here in Arizona, new startup company brings incredible challenge to the auto insurance industry, don't. All they're trying to do is to get you to call highly motivated salespeople on the phone, and what they want to do is just to sell you something so they get a commission and they earn money on the sale. Now, do we want to sell you something? Not particularly. What we want you to do is to buy from us. Quite often, if I get a teleconverser, calling me and say, look, if I want something, I will call you. I don't need you to call me to sell me something that I don't need. So you've got to establish that relationship. And as I say, the integrity behind not only who we are, but what we do and the way we do it, to me and Shelley, is really, really important. We get an awful lot of referrals from our own customers. We don't have to advertise like that.
Right. I mean, and listen, wonderful that you do get the referrals. It's great. There are a lot of people out there that what I love about my show the most, and I think I say it every show, almost every segment, is that it's information for people. And also what I know too is that some people resonate with women, some people resonate people with that have an English accent. Some people resonate with different people, because there's a lot of people out there obviously that do this, but obviously you being able to say what you do and what you do differently, how you handle and your integrity as people, which I know for sure firsthand of how the kind of people that you are, that's what you want to talk about, because it's important for people to understand that.
Absolutely. We can give people help and advice. As an agent, we stand between the customer, the insured, and the insurance company. So the insured can call us, ask us questions, bounce things off us and say, what if? Particularly, it's helpful in the area of claims. Now, if you go direct to an 0800 number, you probably don't have that service. You call in, you're going to talk to a claims, and they will then file a claim for you, and then you might find out afterwards that the claim cost you something like $900, but you got a $1,000 deductible. So therefore, it wasn't worth putting the claim in the first place, but you've now got a claim on your record.
You got to be careful
You
with that
have
too.
to be very careful about what you do and how you do it. And deductibles alone it's a very good talking point. We don't have time to go through it all here, but a lot of companies now are giving a 1% deductible, for example, on homeowners insurance. You've got a $300,000 home, that's a $3,000 deductible. Now, that's a lot of money to pay out. We tend to give a $1,000 deductible and explain the consequences of that. If $1,000 is okay for you, great. If $5,000 is okay for you, great. But can you really afford a $5,000 deductible, a $3,000 deductible if something were to happen?
623-444-2478. It's Grandidge, GRANDIGE-group.com. The plans, I don't know if we got to that completely or not, so I want to get back to that real quickly. Planning ahead. Planning ahead with Medicare is important, especially right now. It's going to be hugely important, but every day somebody turns 65, right?
Correct.
Okay. But also for you, you said you like to plan ahead too with people?
Absolutely. Most of our companies will give insurance a 12-month policy on the auto insurance, which is really good. A lot of the major companies out there at the moment are those what we call captives, those agents that can only sell for one particular company. We can sell for 14 different companies, so we can give you 14 times more options. Now, if you plan ahead, as I say, you can get those advanced discounts that are available. All companies are different. They all offer different advanced quote discounts. So it really is important to plan ahead to make sure that we can match your needs with the appropriate company. I'd like to talk about one of my insureds who came to me from a captive.
Real quick.
Very quick. Christmas Eve, been with a captive for 15 years. She came to me, she put everything on the table for me, we spent a lot of time talking about it. She saved $3,500 a year on her home and 4 vehicles, and she got improved and better coverages. Now, that's about fit. It's about the client being with the right company. She was with the wrong company. There wasn't a good fit for her with the products and services that company offered. So when you were a captive can only give one, we can give you 14 times that.
Because they have it all. They can go anywhere and check it out for you. And there's always important to have somebody that can do that for you. Please don't wait. Please give them a call now. Talk to them. This is a free service to you, the families. Whether it's either your Medicare, your health care, that you said the bodies, and then your stuff. So check them out on their website. It's Grandidge. They're 5-star rated with the Better Business Bureau as well. It's Grandidge, GRANDIGE-group.com, 623-444-2478. Give them a call. It's a free service to you.